Sector Wars, play Astro Blaster.
If you destroy my baby,
Intruder alert. The intruder must not escape.
Dragon's Lair, the fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight.
you will be a torpedo.
Prepare to qualify.
Oh, warrior needs food badly.
Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to look at a game called Tinkle Pit. And no, this isn't a place to pee. This is actually a really cool, cute game created only in Japan by Namco in 1993. But this was suggested by YouTube user Namcotenterprises. And I was only recently able to make this game work. It didn't want to work previously in MAME, but I just got it to work. I got the right ROM file to put in there. But yeah, I apologize that I don't really know much of the game's background, and I can't translate all the Japanese there for you. But you can play 1 or 2 player simultaneous play in this game, and player 1 is known as what's their names? Pitt, P-I-T-T, and player 2 is known as Patti. But you have this tinkle ball or something, and it stays behind you if you hold the attack button, and you will draw a little line behind you. And when you let go of the button, that ball will follow the line quickly and rejoin you. And you can have the enemies follow behind you along that line. And you can let go of the button, and that ball will smack them and kill them. This game, it has some really cool ideas to it, and if you like cameo appearances in your games from other games of that same company, you are going to fall head over heels in love with this game. There are, I swear to God, at least 100 cameos from other Namco games, characters from other Namco games. There are a total of 8 worlds for you to play through, and they each have anywhere between like 4 to 7 stages apiece. And like I said, your ball will walk along with you as long as you keep moving around on the screen. But if you hold down the fire button, then your ball will stay behind, and there will be a trail leading from the ball to you. And when you let go of that button, then the ball will zoom along behind you and knock out any enemies behind you. And if you take out all the enemies in one fell swoop, then you can get a nice bonus item. There will be fruits or food items or prizes or something that you can collect as you go along. And some of the food items will be small. You want to collect them when they're big, and if there's a small one, you can turn it big by collecting more big items. And if you collect all the big items, then you will get a perfect bonus at the end of the stage once you beat it. And your goal is to kill all the enemies. Look up there, those are pukas from Dig Dug. There's a cameo appearance. There was also a cameo appearance earlier. The Heitai toy soldiers from Toy Pop were in there earlier. As you play through the game, the first batch of enemies that you kill will eventually be replaced by more enemies. Well, that was close. You do not want to let yourself get surrounded by enemies. You want to keep moving, keep creating a trail, and there I beat the first world. There were only 4 stages in that first world. Now we're on World 2. And there are Figars from Dig Dug, and yes, they will breathe fire. They can breathe fire through walls. There will be a power-up item here and there at the center of the screen. And that power-up item can give you a faster Pitt or Patti. It can make your ball faster. It can make your line electric and zap enemies that touch the line. There's various other power-ups that can give you. And now we see some of the collectible items are Pino from Toy Pop. The last enemy will try to disappear. And you can kill him before he can do that. But if you let him disappear, then the level just ends. And note that the Pukas can float through the walls, just like they did in Dig Dug. And there the Puka is trying to get away, and he does. You can get all sorts of little tiny bonuses. You even get a bonus for, like, shooting your ball. You can collect an extra ball, and it is actually, from what I've seen, called popcorn. It's kind of goofy, and it bounces around, kind of like, if you've ever played Mr. Do, kind of like Mr. Do's ball. But you can sometimes collect it, and you'll see it, you'll see there's actually 2 of them on the screen. And you can try to kill the last enemy with your popcorn ball. It's really stupid. I don't know why they call it popcorn, but there will be tougher enemies. Ooh, there was a nice bonus. There will be Rally X flags on occasion. We'll go into detail some of the other enemies in the game and what they can do a little bit later. But yeah, you want to try to collect the big prize items in a stage. Because, like I said, you will get a perfect bonus for getting them all. Whoa, they're a little too close. Oh, I think I got the power-up that gives me, that electrifies the enemies that touch the line. But, the enemies that you can face are the Heitai, the robot soldiers from Toy Pop, Pukas from Dig Dug, they can ghost through the walls, Figars will breathe fire through the walls, and there's a Figar trying to breathe fire at me. That center power-up, I'm trying to remember what the heck it does. I think it makes your, oh, it gives you an extra fireball, I guess, that you can shoot at the enemies, and after a while it'll create a wide radius explosion and can take out other enemies, I think. But now I'm on World 3. But other enemies that you will encounter, there are ones called Moonills. The Moonills are flower type of creatures that can throw bottles over walls. Stingers are spider bots that fire these stun arrows through walls, and they'll freeze you for a second. I didn't collect any of those shells. Those are the bonus items on these stages. There are also clippers, and they can cut your line so that you have to go back and collect your ball. There are Timbots. Those are robots that fire lasers through walls and all the way across the screen. Very dangerous. There are Pachicks, and they are little chicks that fire bouncing explosives over walls. There are Pots, and I lost my last life. I won't continue here, but I will show you snippets of the remainder of the levels. You can put in a lot of initials. There are Pots, and you can either touch them to turn them over, or they'll turn over themselves, and they'll release insects that can touch your Tinkerbell or your ball and slow it down, or you can run over them for points. And there are Poppy Knights, and they take 2 hits to kill. Like I said, we'll see snippets of the remaining levels, and there are a total of 47 stages over the course of 8 different worlds. But yeah, that central prize will often like speed you up or speed your ball up or something. One special ability that you can get is it turns you into Pac-Man, and it turns the enemies into blue ghosts, and you can eat them. Just so many cool cameos from various Namco games. That shot that spider bot fires stuns you and allows the enemies possibly to catch up to you. I'm just showing you a little bit of gameplay of the levels, but we will look at all the cameo appearances of Namco characters that I know of later on. A lot of classic characters like Galaxian flagship, Rally X flags, the Xevious ship, just so many. I'll show you all the ones I know of later. And then there are some that make cameo appearances not specifically in the maze or as a collectible item, but outside of that, and we'll look at those too. This is just a really cool idea. I like the dynamic of making a line from the ball. Ah, crap, I knew I was in trouble. And having it follow you and slam into the enemies and kill them. Yeah, and again, if you can get all or a whole bunch of enemies to follow you in one whack and all get nailed by your ball, then you might be in line to collect some very nice special items. If you do manage to get all the enemies with one ball, then I think you get like one of the Rally X flags for 10,000 points times the level number for that one ball killing all enemies. Yeah, there are some very nice lucrative hidden prizes to be earned in this game. And yeah, that robot is the one that will shoot, it can shoot lasers from across the screen and through walls. Very, very dangerous. Perhaps my least favorite enemy of all. Anyway, as you progress in the game, it's going to be harder and harder to try to take out a whole bunch of enemies at once. So you might just have to focus on like 2 enemies at once instead of trying to get all of them. I figured I was screwed. One of the power-ups that you can get from the middle of the screen is you might be able to get Dig Dug rocks to slam on all the enemies at once. And we'll look at that later on in the game, or in this video. Yeah, I hate that robot. Man. So now we're going to look at the 4th world. There are 4 stages for the first world, and there are just Heitais and Pukas. And then 6 stages for the second world. There's Heitais, Figars, Pukas, Moonils, and Stingers. And then in World 3, there's 6 stages. In World 4, there's 6 stages, and you will face a boss at the end of World 4. World 5 has 7 stages, World 6 has 6 stages, World 7 has 6 stages, and World 8 has 7 stages, and on the final stage, you will face a boss. And here is the first one of the 2 bosses you will face in the game. And you need to make the ball on the line hit him. And you need to do it enough. Oh crap, I knew I was in trouble there. You will keep your score when you continue. Notice. Alright, beat him. The final boss of the game, his name is Mao. He will have 3 different forms. So once you kill him, then he'll turn into a different form, and then you have to kill that one, and once you kill that one, you have to kill a final form. Various enemies popping out of the wreckage. The Moonils and Stingers and Clippers and Timbots and Pachiks and Poppy Knights, those are, I think those were just made for this game. They weren't cameos from other Namco games. I really like the idea of this game. That flag at the bottom, oh, I wasn't able to collect it. That might have been an extra life. The Rally X flags will often give you a lot of points. Oh, I think that is an extra life. Let's see if I can go collect it. Yep, extra life. Oh, that's right. If you reach 500,000 points, then on the next stage, that 1-up flag will appear. And again, those chicks will fire these bouncing explosives over walls, and the last enemy will disappear. It'll wander it'll wander a certain distance and then just stop and then start to disappear, and then the stage will end. And again, the spider robot that shoots those, it will shoot stunning shots. They won't kill you, but they'll freeze you temporarily. The other robot that shoots beams all the way across the screen and through walls, that will kill you. I like this game. I like the dynamic of drawing a trail and then, you know, making the ball follow you whenever you feel like it. Yeah, I couldn't shoot the ball to stop him in time. And I love all the Namco cameos. And now we're on the 6th world. And again, there are a total... Oh, shit. There are a total of 47 stages in the game, divided over 8 worlds. And we saw, I think, the pot up there. There will be pots, and they can either turn over on their own, or you can touch them and knock them over, and bugs will come out, and the bugs will try to touch your line. Shoot. And or they will try to touch your ball and slow it down. And here are the Dig Dug rocks. It's like a smart bomb. It drops down and kills the robot. There. Those that particular robot likes to try to avoid getting hit by your ball. It'll sometimes jump out of the way. And that up there was... crap. Got trapped. And there, that pot was spitting out the bugs. The bugs you can just walk over and get some measly points for. You gotta train your eyes to look ahead at the maze and know where you can get cornered and avoid running into that. It just takes a while to get used to. This game is kind of cool. I like it. I had certainly never heard of it before MAME came along. And like I was saying, I couldn't get it to work before. But I found a certain ROM file or something, and I put it in the folder and got it to work. I'm glad I did, because this game's kind of cool. Terrible name, but... And yeah, Tinkle... Ah, crap. Well, I'm just showing you snippets of each stage anyway. Tinkle Pit makes me think of like a urinal trough. Something that they've kind of done away with. It was like a 70s or 80s thing. Very gross. Yeah, you can go all over the maze if you want, holding down that fire button and drawing the line. You just let go when you've got a whole bunch of enemies on that trail that could get knocked out. And now we see enemies that take 2 hits to destroy. And those are the Poppy Knights. They turn into some other weird creature after you hit them once. Then you have to hit them again. I'll show you a list of all the Namco cameo appearances at the end of this video. All the ones that I know of. Yeah, again, those shots will only stun you, but that can allow other enemies to come up and kill you. And now I guess I got a power-up that allows the ball to fly faster and faster along the trail and take out enemies. And I think it was, 20,000 or something if you get a perfect bonus for collecting all the large treasures. You cannot collect more than one of those popcorn balls at once. There will sometimes be 2 on the screen at once, but you can only collect 1 at a time. Oh, that was dumb. I wasn't paying attention to his breath going through the walls. And there, I turned into Pac-Man. And I can catch the ghosts for points. But I won't be able to reach that one. He's gonna try to escape. But Yeah, there are a total of 47 stages. And those are running shoes, I think. Whoops. Those will, at the center, those will speed Pitt or Patti up. And this will be the final world. And we collect these statues. I don't know what they're statues of. Whoops. But again, I will show all the Namco cameo appearances in this game that I know of. And there's at least 100, I think, characters from Dig Dug, Galaxian, Gapless, Bosconian, Grobda, Libble Rabble, Mappy, Fozon, Pac-Man, Baraduke, all sorts of Namco games. Popular ones in the U.S., ones that didn't even make it to the U.S. market. All sorts of games. But yeah, if you reach 500,000, pay attention to the center of the maze on the next screen, because there will be a 1-up flag that will appear. Yikes, that was close. But yeah, that second form of the Poppy Knight will be faster. And he's gonna get away. And now we are going to see the final boss of the game, and he has 3 forms. And again, you wanna... Oh, actually, that will be the next stage. Hey, there was the Galaxian flagship. Sometimes these crap. I hate that guy. Sometimes these bonus items, these cameo appearances, will be a lot of points, and sometimes there will be jack shit. Yeah, you gotta really train your eyes to... Oops. I walked right on him as he appeared. But you really gotta train your eyes ahead to make sure you don't get trapped. And here is the final boss of the game. You want to hit him with your ball when he's on that line, when it returns to you. And he also has these... he has these little electrodes or something that shoot these electrical forces, and they'll kill you if they touch you. And note that these are Pac-Man ghosts. Crap. And when you kill a Pac-Man ghost, it'll reappear in one of the corners. They'll just keep on coming. You just want to keep hurting the boss. The boss's second form is like an evil version of you, of player 1. And he draws his own line and has his own evil ball. But when you kill that form, then he turns into a giant bat. A one-eyed bat. And he can shoot fireballs. And the fireballs may stay in place for a while. They have a flame that just sits there and burns for a while. I pulled it a little too soon. Crap. But let's watch me kill him. Damn it. Ran out of room. Like that. And then we're gonna look at the end of Tinkle Pit. What a horrible name, but a very fun game. Very cool idea. I'm sorry my Japanese is not good enough to be able to read all the text. And now you get a bonus for remaining guys, how long it took you, stuff like that. And the less enemies that got away, the more points you are going to get for your pursuit bonus. And we will see the ending here. It's during the ending or the credits that you'll see a number of other Namco characters running around. And these include Leela Blitz from Rolling Thunder, Momo-chan from Wonder Momo, Waya Hime from Bravo Man or Barabo Man, Sharon Areru from Newman Athletics, Valkyrie from Valkyrie no Densetsu, Key from Tower of Galaga, and Acha from Toy Pop. And we'll see those or some of those characters running around, and other characters as well. There's Mewkeys from, or maybe it's Meowkeys from Mappy, and that might be I can't tell what that is. And there's Mappy himself from Mappy, the police mouse. A number of characters that I don't know what they are. I can't tell what they are. I don't know enough Namco games. And there's the Galaxian flagship from Galaxian. It's appeared in a number of other Namco games. I don't think that you get anything special for finishing all the stages with 1 credit. Good luck doing that, jeez. Dig Dug himself can appear as a bonus prize, I think, in the maze. Yeah, you get, I think, 7 letters for your name. Or no, 6. And that might have been key at the bottom there that ran by as you put in your initials. But that is Tinkle Pit by Namco in 1993. And it was a Japan-only game. Or at least I've never heard of any kind of US release. But we are going to look at a list of all the Namco character cameos in this game that I can think of. Lot of characters from Toy Pop, Rally X, Dig Dug, Mappy, even the goofy alien with his tongue sticking out from Warp and Warp. I don't recall what some of these characters are by name. The E-type missile from Bosconian was like the center of the fortresses. It's like this red thing that shoots out. Some of these games were Japan only, and you might not recognize the name of the game. I've made videos of nearly all of these Namco games that these characters are appearing in. Newman Athletics is a great game. Here's some hints as well that you can read and apply to your gameplay. Yeah, it's dumb that they call that ball that you can fire, not your Tinkle Bell or whatever you want to call it, but the other ball, they call it a popcorn. It's kind of stupid. But yeah, reach 500,000 points, and the next stage will start with a special flag appearing, and that's worth a 1-up. There's a list of the enemies and their abilities. But that was Tinkle Pit by Namco in 1993. Japan only game as far as I know. Very cool game. Check it out if you haven't played it before. What is this, Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Tinkle Pit by Namco in 1993. Hope you have a great week and enjoy your upcoming holidays. I will see you later with the next video. Bye bye, folks.